Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about the SPY S&P 500, and we're going to be talking about Canopy growth. We're going to be talking about Sproutly, and we're going to be talking about commodities. So stay tuned if any of those things interest you. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you dislike the video. Uh, it helps the algorithm so more people can see my videos, so that's cool. And then I want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell stock based on anything I talk about in this video. Buy or sell after you did your research, your due diligence, and you like the investment decision that you're getting into or out of. Yeah, so I just kind of moved over. I'm kind of in the dark. I just decided to move where I'm usually hanging out lately. Anyways, so the SPY, that is what is the top 500 companies in the Wall Street, like NYSE or Nasdaq. So it's been really taking a toll as far as cannabis, or it sometimes can have an effect on mining stocks too, I think. But it's really the price, like if you're investing into mining stocks, you just really gotta you gotta hawk out the price of the commodity, and when it's down, buy it, and then when it's up, sell it. All like for example, I bought some call options on wheat and precious metals because it was down. Like I just figured the commodities were gonna keep going up. Wheat and precious metals they get money from Palladium because they're a streaming company, and Palladium went crazy. It went to $1,600. But it was hitting like a resistance point around $25. And it finally reached that. But I just didn't think it was going to go much higher, and it turned out I was right. So I sold out my position, and I did good on it. I got like 3 to 4 times my money. But the thing with options is you can make a lot of money, but you can lose a lot of money. So it's just I'm actually going to start an account with Questrade because TD makes it very difficult to do options because they charge you so much money for each trade you do that it's really hard to get in and out of a company like your call option or your put option, because it's just the cost of doing business. Like say like I do a contract and I pay 30 cents for the contract, and I buy one contract, or I buy 7 contracts and I pay like 5 cents per. It ends up costing me like $30 or $40 for all the 700 shares that I'm borrowing for like a month or 2 months to work on the upside for the strike price. And then it turns out that the price ends up going up, like the premium goes up on it, and I should be able to sell it. But the fact is, like, it's 30 or $40 to get out of that position because I did 7 contracts. For one contract, it's not so bad, or two, it's like can be like 12 to $14, which isn't so bad. But Questrays has it so that it's $10, and then every other contract after that it's $1. So I could get 10 contracts and it would only cost me $19, versus if I did it with TD, it would cost me double. So yeah, I'm just thinking of doing that very soon. I just called them and I'm just gonna apply it. It'll take me maybe a week or 2 weeks to get that. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, with the SPY though, is if you look at the yellow line is the 200-day moving average, and the orange line is a 50-day moving average. And today they're almost crossing. So you look at this, like back in 2015, it crossed, and when the 50-day moving average goes below the 200-day moving average, that's a bearish. They call that a death cross. And then when it goes here, it like crossed again, and then it did another death cross, and because it went down. Now, if it would have gone upwards, it would have been a golden cross. So here, right here, this is a golden cross because it went up, and that's bullish for the whole S&P 500. So it goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. Now it started to go down because it had run way too high. The 200-day moving average would track it, and it got tighter and tighter and tighter, and then eventually it crossed, and then it went below it. And as soon as it crossed, that was a bearish sentiment on December 10th, and then it went down below it to like till all this way. Yeah, about December 26th. So from the time it crossed was about December 7th, which the S&P was at 267, and then it went down to like down here 256. I don't know, where is it? Right here, December 25th. Yeah, I mean it kept going down lower and lower, but at the same time, like, you have to read the charts. Like, it's not just the cross, like with the 50 going down like lower. You just have to look at the charts. But the fact that the 50-day moving average went below that was like a sign that, like, holy that things are gonna get bad. So like this is stuff has never happened to me because I started trading back, yeah, around this time, like right pretty much when it started doing that golden cross back in around this time, like maybe yeah, pretty much like right around that area, right before it did the cross. And I didn't even know this. Like, that's why I had such a good time, like back in 2016, because it was easy, because it did a golden cross and it just kept going up, going up, going up, and it didn't do that death cross right here. So as soon as it did that death cross, like, I had a really bad December and November in the markets, to be honest. Like after October, like right around here, like then my whole portfolio got killed. Now it's like rebounding and stuff, but at the same time not that great. Like, it's doing all right, but just some things like aren't that. But anyways, now it's getting to this point. Like, I'm gonna show it on the 1 year. Is oh fuck, that was like, it's hitting right here now. So what I'm saying is, if this goes downwards, it's gonna be really bad. Trust me, it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be bad. But if it goes upwards, then we're gonna see a lot of bullish sentiment in the sector, and it's gonna go up to 288, and it's gonna get eventually above this high, and it'll hit a higher high, in my opinion. So I just saw this today, like I just noticed, and I'm sure people are talking about it on YouTube. I'm sure I'm not the only effing person talking about that. I know there's some smart effing people out on YouTube, but yeah, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. But I was watching the trading fraternity today, and I talked to this guy on there. He does like live chats for option trading, TTF, and yeah, it was like, it's this other guy. He kind of mentioned the golden cross as well. Like, I brought it up, but then he acknowledged that, and he was looking at it as well. But in the next couple of days, like, it's gonna be a telling sale, because it might take like a few days to really see the big move in the markets. So yeah, I don't know. I want to bring that to people's attention. I hope you like that. So there was 56 million of volume today, and their average volume is 80.2 million. So I know I like the fact that it's above 280. That, to me, that's a bullish sentiment, and it was green. Because if it would be below 280, like 280 is the big resistance point on the SPY. Yeah, it's not going to be good if it goes below that. So it went below that yesterday, and I wasn't very happy about that at all, because I was like, freaking the shit out of me, to be honest, because I don't want to see another freaking like, I don't want to deal with another bearish like reversal in the market. I want to see some bullish sentiment, like some serious bullish sentiment for a couple months to 3 months or longer, and then like, okay, I'll cash out of my position and then I'll go a lot bigger into cash. Right now it's like, it's no point for me to do that. I just don't want to do that right now. Like, I really don't want to do that. Some people are really want a crash to happen. I'm the opposite. I want things to just go like nuts, and then I'll cash out. But yeah, for now I don't want it to be bearish. I want it to be extremely bullish. And yeah, I don't know, like with these chart reading stuff like that, is it's I mean, this stuff is real. Like, this stuff's like very big technical analysis, but some of the stuff when you're looking at technical analysis is you can't really put like 100% emphasis that that's like the exact direction things are going to go. But this is like if you look at Canopy growth, it was hanging around like there. It was just hanging out there from January 9th all the way to January 25th, and then eventually there was a golden cross where it just started to keep going up. So yeah, I mean, it could just be tying with 200-day moving average for a few days. I mean, anything's possible realistically, but yeah, I mean, you see if Canopy growth, well, they already did like this 10-day moving average, that now it's going down to, it hit that cross. Like, I know Cyberworld brought that up, so I'm copying him like what he's talking about, and it's true, it is right. Like, I don't really give that guy a lot of props, but he was right about the stuff. Now, yeah, because if it keeps going below this like it is right now and it doesn't rebound and it goes close to the 200-day moving average and it goes below that, Canopy will have a death cross, and then you can see it go down to like $35, $42, like somewhere around that range, and then it'll eventually like kick back up. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's my opinion on Canopy growth and the SPY. Now, I'm not going to talk any more about chart reading, but I'm going to be talking about Sproutly. Sproutly has some announcements today. So I know they were halted for a lot of the day. I'm not sure how many hours they were halted for, but they were halted for some time. Now, what happened is it was running pretty hot, I guess, and then IROC said that they wanted to like examine what's going on from IROC. So and they're saying a company is currently negotiating with a beverage company regarding a potential partnership to jointly develop and market cannabis infused beverages. Okay, so that's like bullish, right? I mean, it's going to be bullish whichever way, but how bullish is it? Like, which beverage company is it? Is this Coca-Cola? Is this, is this like Jones Soda, or is it like a smaller beverage company, right? So that's what you have to put into consideration until you know the final justice, like the final verdict. You can't really say what exactly this news mean, but I mean, I love it for it to be a really big player, to be honest, even though I don't own shares in Sproutly, because that's gonna add a lot of hype to the sector, and it should be very bullish, I think. So we'll see. Yeah, they're saying that the transaction will be successfully they're optimistic about it being successfully completed by end of April, but there's no assurance to the potential transaction being completed or in a timely manner. So there we go. Now, investing.com. So here we are. So gold didn't have a very good day today. Gold was like below $1,300, and so I wanted it to get above 1350 a while back, and it didn't do that, and then it just went down to about about like $1,300, but then it was going up the other day to like $1,328, and now it's back down to $1,295. So there's a lot of wild moves with gold and silver for sure. And silver went down below $15, so I think that's a pretty big thing. Now it's kind of retracing, and then maybe it's going to go back up to 15, but it's pretty low for silver. I mean, if you're looking at silver miners for the long term, like 2 to 5 years from now, and you find a good company in the silver mining, then I think you're probably going to do pretty good, because I think silver is pretty inexpensive right now. But again, when you're investing into a miner, there's cash flow risks of them running out of cash and things like that, and adding more dilution and things like that. But yeah, copper, I'd like it to see it go up to 3. It's at 2.878. I mean, one of these weeks it's going to get above 3, and that's going to be very, very bullish, I think, for copper. And platinum's up to 845, and palladium had a crazy move. Like, it was almost at $1,600 in the last day. It went down to about $1,300. So now it's coming back up, and crude oil is just close to $60, and natural gas at 2.718, and nickel's at about 12,875. So it lost a percent and 1.36% today. So I didn't like that, because I just got a position with Share International, and they're a big nickel player. So I would like to see that nickel goes to 14,000 to 15,000 to $16,000 per ton. So we'll see. This is yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. I hope you liked the video, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a thumbs down if you dislike the video, and subscribe for future content, and hit the bell notification to be notified when a video comes up. And until next time, peace.